Diddy just won the case.
Prosecutors have rested their case against the music mogul,
but it's not over.
Jurors have reached a partial verdict in the Sean Diddy Combs sexual misconduct trial.
Diddy's twin daughters are stepping into the spotlight, and they're not doing it quietly. Word is, they just sent a serious warning to Jaguar Wright, and it wasn't nice at all. But what would make two 18-year-old girls go after a grown woman this strongly? Simple. When it comes to protecting their dad, they don't play around. And Jaguar might have messed with the wrong family. This isn't just some shady post online, either. People say the twins told Jaguar straight up to back off, or else. See, Jaguar's been calling out Diddy for years. But during his trial, she took things further. She went after the twins directly, even calling them psychopaths and saying they only care about designer shoes instead of the people who said they were hurt by their dad. Now that Diddy beat the biggest charges, the twins are fighting back, and they aren't holding back. So why would two teenagers go after Jaguar so hard, and what are they really trying to keep hidden? Buckle up, because this story has money, power, family secrets, and maybe even another legal problem on the way. But before we get into it, make sure to hit that like button, subscribe, and turn on notifications. Because if the twins are already acting like this, just imagine what happens when Diddy finally comes home. Here's what went down. In July 2025, after a 7-week trial in Manhattan, the jury shocked the hip-hop world. Sean Diddy Combs was found not guilty of racketeering and sex trafficking under RICO. Sounds like a big win, right? Not really. Even though Diddy beat those charges, he was still found guilty of 2 counts under the Mann Act, which makes it illegal to take people across state lines for illegal sexual activity. Those are still felonies. His sentencing is set for October 3rd, and insiders say he could get 4 to 5 years, but maybe less with time already served. When the verdict was read, Diddy reportedly mouthed, "Thank you," clenched his fists and whispered, "I'm coming home." Emotional? Definitely. A total win? Not even close.
Immediately after the verdict was delivered, a profound sense of personal relief washed over Diddy himself. He turned to his assembled family, his voice filled with emotion and a clear note of exultation, proclaiming, "I'm coming home, baby, I'm coming home."
The moment the verdict was delivered, Diddy let out a huge sigh of relief. He looked at his family and, with a big wave of emotion in his voice, said, "I'm coming home, baby. I'm coming home."
These 19-year-olds are stuck in the family drama they didn't sign up for. Locked in by daddy's money, caught between public court tears and private yacht parties.
Here's the twist. No bail. Even though Diddy beat the RICO charges, the judge still refused to let him out. The reason? His violent past, including that 2016 hotel incident with Cassie Ventura. Judge Arun Subramanian said Diddy showed a clear disregard for the law and had a history of violence. The internet exploded. One person even posted a meme calling him Puff the Magic Felon. Memes spread everywhere, but not everyone was laughing. Victim advocates said the guilty charges didn't match the evidence. One male escort even apologized to Cassie, saying he had no idea what he was part of. Online, it was chaos. Half the people joked, half were angry. But while the internet argued, something else started brewing. Not in court, but with Diddy's daughters. Most of his family stayed quiet. Not Jesse and Delilah. At just 18, the twins already know fame. They've grown up on red carpets, rocking designer brands, and traveling in luxury. While their half-sister Chance stayed low-key, Jesse and Delilah did the opposite. Right after the verdict, they showed up at the BET Awards, smiling, styled in front and center. Instagram was full of yacht trips, brunches, and vacation pictures. Now, living your life isn't a crime, but the timing? It looked bad, especially since a lot of people thought Diddy got off easy. That's when Jaguar Wright stepped in. She was watching, and she was furious. She slammed the twins for partying while survivors were still crying. She accused them of caring more about money and their inheritance than the truth. Jaguar even dragged up their silence about their mom, Kim Porter's mysterious death. The internet quickly split. Some defended the girls, saying they're just kids. Others called them spoiled, tone-deaf, and privileged. But by staying visible, Jesse and Delilah also made themselves easy targets. And in Jaguar's world, being visible means being vulnerable. Next, We'll dive into why Jaguar is so locked in on these two and what she thinks they're really trying to protect.
Hey guys, it's the Combs twins. I'm Jessie. And I'm Delilah. And today we have a very, very big and exciting announcement. We are launching our very own clothing line. Welcome to 1221.
Jaguar Wright claimed Diddy's twins weren't standing by their father out of love, but to protect access to his empire. According to her, their flashy social media posts weren't clueless at all. They were calculated. She even dragged their late mother, Kim Porter, into the fire, saying the twins' silence about her suspicious death proved they were hiding family secrets. Jaguar accused Jessie and Delilah of choosing lifestyle over legacy, and the internet blew up. Some defended the girls, saying they were just teenagers living through a nightmare. Others called them privileged, cold, and out of touch. But one thing became clear. The twins were no longer just bystanders. Their choices, intentional or not, put them in the center of a storm. Jaguar didn't stop. She went live on Instagram, calling them psychopath twins with no empathy. In one rant, she asked, "How do you party on a yacht while your father is in court?" That line went viral, sparking huge debates online about loyalty, privilege, and character. Then she went further, claiming the twins were tied to offshore accounts under Diddy's name, suggesting they were part of a bigger scheme to hide money. Suddenly, the conversation wasn't just about attitude. It was about criminal allegations. The internet split again. Hashtag Team Jaguar versus hashtag Protect the Twins. Comment sections turned into battlefields. Meanwhile, Jessie and Delilah stayed silent. No shady captions, no tweets. Sources said their legal team was watching closely, ready to strike back if Jaguar crossed into defamation. Insiders even hinted the girls were preparing a calculated media move, not just rebuttal, but retaliation. Jaguar then crossed another red line, bringing up Kim Porter. She suggested the twins were covering up their mother's mysterious 2018 death, hinting they were erasing family history. That's when Jessie and Delilah finally broke their silence. They released a joint statement. Claims our mother wrote a book are untrue. Anyone saying otherwise is misrepresenting themselves. Any so-called friend speaking on our mom's behalf is not a friend. It went everywhere. The twins weren't just defending their dad. They were protecting their mom's legacy. At the same time, sources say they launched a social strategy campaign, amplifying their statement and setting up a rumored sit-down with a major influencer. Then came whispers of something darker. Behind the scenes, the twins allegedly sent Jaguar private warnings. Fan pages claimed DMs included phrases like, "We're watching you," and "Keep our names out your mouth." Rumors even suggested Roc Nation. Affiliated lawyers were building a legal case against Jaguar. And the wildest theory? The twins were planning an escape plan overseas. When Diddy posted bail in 2024, the court forced the girls to hand over their passports, sparking speculation about offshore accounts and whether they were preparing to flee if things went bad. The twins' behavior fueled the fire. Instead of laying low, they showed up at industry events, like shady posts, and even posted cryptic Instagram stories like, "You don't poke a family that's already been through war." Everyone knew who it was aimed at. By June 2025, emotions hit a breaking point. During closing arguments, Jessie, Delilah, and Chance showed up to court in matching suits. Cameras caught one twin crying as testimony got disturbing. For a moment, the world saw them as victims too. But just days later, the narrative flipped. Suddenly, the twins weren't grieving. They were launching. Their new fashion brand, 1221, went live. Instagram lit up with designer fits, yachts, and brunch pics. The question now, are Jessie and Delilah protecting a family in crisis? Or are they key players in something much bigger?
How come you think it doesn't get leaked to the public?
The dark net?
Yeah, like...
Because of the dark coin. Most people don't even know that the dark coin exists. But that's how they're trading for all of the flesh they sell. Which is why I became so outraged last year when the twins turned 16 and he had them dressed like prostitutes and then he auctioned them off as NFTs because the NFT that he sold them to was attached to that dark coin. It was like a promissory note to sell his daughters to the highest bidder.
People's sympathy for the twins didn't last long. It quickly turned into suspicion. Some started asking, were those courtroom tears real or just part of a PR move? Then old rumors started coming back. Theories that Diddy used his daughters to protect his money by putting offshore accounts in their names. So if the feds came after him, his wealth would be safe. It didn't help that Diddy had a hand in the twins' passports as part of his bail. Fans caught on quick. One Reddit user wrote, if those girls are listed on offshore accounts, giving up their passports wasn't about running away, it was about blocking access. Another said, no one gives up their kids' documents unless there's something big being hidden overseas. Now, let's be clear, there's no proof. No leaked bank records, no official transfers. But the internet doesn't wait for evidence. People started connecting the dots. And the picture didn't look good. Because while everyone saw tears in court, just days later the twins were back on a yacht, popping champagne. From that moment on, Jesse and Delilah weren't just seen as kids. They were part of the machine. Whether they liked it or not, they were tied to their father's story. So what was it? Real grief or rebrand? Loyalty or just try and protect their family's legacy? Because in just weeks, the twins went from courtroom solidarity to launching a fashion brand, from silent bystanders to whispers of legal threats. Suddenly, they were at the center of something way bigger than Instagram photos and matching outfits. So I'll ask you, are Jesse and Delilah just two overwhelmed teens caught in chaos, or are they playing a bigger role in protecting the Combs empire? Either way, Jaguar's still talking. And the twins? They're still responding through carefully planned posts, total silence and interviews, and a team that's clearly playing chess, not checkers. So what do you think? Did the twins go too far, or is Jaguar just stirring the pot like always? Drop your thoughts in the comments. Hit that like, subscribe, and don't forget the bell, because this story is far from over.